Good evening, everyone. Today is the 30th of September. I can't believe it. And I know that, thank you for getting on today. I know that you are finishing up your month. And for those of you who are in Southeast Asia, I know it's the last few hours before midnight. And so I want to just encourage you and say thank you so much for hopping on today. I know you're super busy. Hopefully your month is closed already, which would be a really great thing. And you're not struggling and rushing at the end of the month. This was a really exciting month because we learned a lot at convention. If you were at convention, I know you learned a lot. If you got the live streaming, then you learned a lot. And if you're here today, I know you're going to learn even more. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be taking a deep dive on a weekly basis into all of the new products. And I think that's a way for us to not only learn more about them in an intimate setting, which is here where you can ask me questions and you can find out more information, but it's also a way for you to talk to your teams about the products. So last week we talked about the adaptive line. That recording is actually on YouTube right now. And what I'm starting to do is when I send out the email inviting everyone to this call, I actually send out a link to the YouTube channel. So if you're not getting the email for whatever reason, please put your name on the side in the chat and I'll make sure that you get added for next week because that is where the YouTube link is. Here's the other thing I just want to mention to you. We are getting on this call now as we move into the last quarter of the year. We're moving into the last quarter of the year, so October, November, December. So if you have not set goals for yourself, you're thinking about setting goals, I want you to really begin to think about this now. This is the time of year where really doTERRA just explodes. Always the end of the year, right after convention, we have such huge enthusiasm for the new products, for everything that's going on. And this is an opportunity for you to really get started if you haven't had an opportunity to talk to people about the new products yet. I often find when I get home from convention, I begin to think, okay, who haven't I spoken to in a while? And who can I reconnect with so that I make sure that I am talking to them and really just making sure that I understand what are their needs and also helping them to understand this is a growing and thriving business that is addressing its consumers' needs, which is one of the things that I love about doTERRA, right? I love their honesty, I love their integrity, but I really love the fact that they're just hammering home on what does the consumer need. And I think we've seen that this year in the adaptive line. And today when I talk to you about the 4 new oils, I think you're going to really love what I'm talking about with you today also. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see, here we go. And if you're joining me, as I always say, if you're joining me from the US, good morning. If you're joining me from Southeast Asia, good evening. If you're joining me from Europe, good afternoon. And I am so happy that you are here. One of the other things that I do want to mention to you is today is the start of Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish holiday of basically a new year. And I am so happy that each and every one of you are not only here today, but that you're kind of focused on this presentation and just thinking about, okay, what is it I'm going to learn today? I know that whenever I get on here and I talk about products, that's your favorite thing, because I know sometimes we talk about motivation or we talk about our businesses, but this is really your sweet spot, okay? So when we get on here, we talk about products. I really want each and every one of you to be taking advantage of the information that we're passing on. Here's the other thing I wanted to challenge you to do. If you're not on Instagram, if you're not on Facebook, you're not part of some of the social media efforts, please at least go to ElenaJordan.com. Scroll through a little bit of the stuff that's on there. I really want you to learn a little bit more. If you are on those social media platforms, please follow. I'm going to be posting a lot of shorter videos in the next few weeks about these products and what's going on. I started a short video series about 1 minute each about the adaptive line. And then after I get off the call today, I'm going to do another series of just 1 to 2 minutes on each individual program product. So for our friends who are celebrating Shana Tova, I don't know what year this is, so maybe somebody who's Jewish can fill me in, but I just want to say Happy New Year to those celebrating Rosh Hashanah. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you, as always, to our Presidential Diamond team. You folks work so hard, and I'm so very proud and honored to be able to work with you. And I want you to know that I clearly see you as people, never as numbers. And I want you to feel that you can talk to me, you can come to me. That's why I'm here. You can send me a text message or an email. I really try to keep in contact with all the members of the team. And you, whoever's listening, feel free to contact your own upline. Your uplines are dynamic, hardworking people, and I want to make sure that you feel always that you're supported and loved and heard, and that your questions are being answered. Our 4 new essential oils are celery seed, citronella, black spruce, and lemon eucalyptus. And 2 weeks ago, when I got back from convention, we talked about them sort of as an overview. Today, I'm going to dive a little bit more deeply. I think it's important that we understand what these oils are and why we want to use them, and begin to put them into our rotation, right? How do we learn about something, right, if we don't really use it? And so if you have the new products, great, you should just jump in right away. If you don't have the new products and you need to order them, then tomorrow's your day, right? Tomorrow is the day that you can start ordering the products through the US system. So there's going to be, I'm sure, mass ordering tomorrow. I personally am going to be getting a few of the new products, repeats for the ones that I couldn't get, but I'm encouraging you to get on tomorrow. Okay, number 1, celery seed. Detoxifying, dispersing, reinstating. I know those are kind of funky words, but conventionally grown celery, if you don't know that, is one of the most heavily sprayed vegetables available and has been found to contain as many as 19 pesticides, routinely exceeding government-established human tolerance standards. So if you are not eating organic celery, I want you to start. Or please just don't eat celery at all, because I don't want you to eat 19 pesticides. Here's the other thing. I don't know if you've been following this, but there's actually been a lot of press about people drinking celery juice, that it's great for your kidneys, that it's great for your liver, that it's a detoxifier. And all of that is true if you are using organic celery, because what you don't want to do is liquefy celery that's been sprayed with pesticides and then drink it. You're just basically concentrating that pesticide in a larger quantity. Usually it takes about a half to a full head of celery, and you know what celery looks like? It's that long stalky plant, to make a single glass of celery juice. And when I'm talking about a single glass, I'm talking about 250 milliliters, more or less. For those of you who are in the US, that would be about an 8-ounce glass. Drinking that much celery juice, especially if it is not organic, could really be harmful, especially if you're drinking on a regular basis. Let's also talk about the cost. When I go to my supermarket and I try to buy a full head of organic celery, it is now almost $4 US. $4 US for a head of organic celery. And I'm sure some of you on this call who live in maybe less expensive neighborhoods are thinking, where does she live and why is she paying so much? But that's what it costs near me. Organic celery is not inexpensive. Now, you can find it at Trader Joe's, which is a small market for those of you who are here in the US, and it was maybe $3, but still not inexpensive. Now, if I were drinking a whole head of celery in juice every single day, just do the math. 3 times 7 is $21 a week. If I were to go to a juicing bar and drink celery juice on a regular basis, it can easily be $5 a glass. And so where does your budget go? So those of you who are drinking celery juice, I want to hear in the comments, number 1, where are you getting your celery juice from? B, are you drinking organic? And C, how much it's costing you. So are you drinking? Where's it coming from? How much is it costing you? So anybody who's drinking it, I want to hear it in the share. So that's number 1. So celery seed oil can be a celery juice alternative. Dun, da, da, da. You want to take 1 to 2 drops in water or juice as needed and or apply on the lower abdomen and bottoms of the feet. Actually, I'm sorry, for celery juice is 4 drops per 8 ounces of purified water. So as a celery juice alternative. So you're taking celery juice for whatever reason, and some people will recommend it. Some people have found this on the internet. You want to take 4 drops in 8 ounces, which is about 250 milliliters of water. And that could be a wonderful substitute. And celery seed essential oil is moderately priced, and I'm sure less expensive than drinking fresh celery juice every day. Okay, let's explore a couple of reasons why we want to take celery juice. Number one is it is supporting to the esophagus, the stomach, the intestines, and the urinary tract. And as we think about our entire digestive system, because that's what we're talking about here, we want to talk about all the different parts of the digestive system. So when we talk about the esophagus, we're talking especially about perhaps that feeling of indigestion or acid that one can feel in the esophagus or in the stomach. When we're talking about the intestines, we can be talking about just general discomfort or inability to digest food properly. And then when we're talking about the urinary tract, we're talking about the kidney, the bladder, and we may even be talking about gallstones for those of you who are prone to that or know somebody who is. And we want to talk, of course, about uterine health and about our menstrual flow, and we want to talk about our ability to basically feel good throughout the month. Okay, so let's talk about celery seed oil and the esophagus first. So celery seed enhances mucosal defense factors to protect against the breakdown of mucosal and digestive tissue. Now, if you've ever had that sensation of acid coming back up into your mouth after you've eaten something, that's the esophagus basically is not supposed to experience acid. It's supposed to be almost like a tube, if you will, just like it looks like, for the transport of food from the mouth to the stomach. If the stomach acids are bubbling back up and getting into the esophagus, they can cause the mucosal defense in the esophagus to be deteriorated and wear away. And that over time can be very painful and uncomfortable, which is why celery seed can basically enhance this mucosal defense. So isn't that a wonderful thing? So if you have had that sensation, celery seed oil is the one you want to choose. Okay, now let's talk about the stomach and immune support. And I know some of you have your hands up and you have questions. I'm going to ask you please to hold your questions to the end. You can start typing them in the chat right now so you don't forget, but I won't answer questions until the very end. And I see we've got a lot of people talking in the chat, which is great. Okay, immune support. Celery seed enhances the body's natural defenses and a healthy stomach lining and tissue. So we're talking about a healthy stomach lining. We're talking about things like ulcers or GERD and the ability to basically protect ourselves against some of those possible deteriorations of the stomach. You want to take 1 to 2 drops in a capsule 2 to 4 times per day and apply it on the abdomen. Okay. The other thing you want to think about is if you have indigestion, maybe flatulence, or any other sort of issues that would cause you to feel uncomfortable after eating. Again, 1 to 2 drops in a capsule or apply on the abdomen and repeat as necessary. Okay, celery seed can help in the detoxification processes of the body as it facilitates the elimination of toxins and other harmful substances with the presence of natural chemical constituents that make it a diuretic agent. Celery seed facilitates the increased frequency and quantity of urine to remove out excess fats, salts, bile, uric acid, and urea. And while this is fairly technical, folks, I think you know what happens when we're able to flush toxins out of all of our body. So we want to take those toxins out of our body as much as possible. Celery seed essential oil is going to help you do that. It ultimately seeks to stimulate the kidneys to remove such excess and toxic substances, which in turn helps to prevent the formation and growth of kidney stones, gravel, and bladder stones as well. And I don't think gravel, we want to say, I think actually in sorry, I lost my, more like gallstones, what I would call gallstones. As such, it stimulates the cleansing of the kidneys to ensure its smooth functioning and maintenance. The essential oil of celery seed is also great for ensuring proper digestion, smooth maintenance of the digestive organs. In the stomach, it allows for proper secretion of digestive juices and enzymes. It helps in the proper breakdown of the nutrients found in the food that we consume. Now, go in the chat now. Tell me who has tried it. I want to hear, and then I want to hear your opinion. So if you tried it, say yes, celery, and then tell me yes, celery seed oil, and tell me what did you think. Okay, common uses. Providing a good flow of urine. Massage or in bath blends to support healthy joints and cartilage function, using a compress to relieve cramps and spasms in the uterus, encourages and regulates menstrual flow, strengthens the digestive system, stimulates and strengthens the liver, aids in digestion, relieves cramps and spasms in the intestines, and helps with flatulence, digestion, liver congestion, and lactation. So this is your oil, my friends. Now, I happen to love celery, and I eat it and chop it into my food all the time. I love it in salads. I love it combined with other things. You may not love it. If celery seed is not your favorite flavor, or celery in general is not your favorite flavor, this is a very intense celery flavoring. And while I feel like it's so powerful and that it's helping me, and therefore the flavor for me is good and intense, for you it may feel a little too intense. So here's a couple of ideas. Esophagus protocol: add 2 to 3 drops to your favorite morning or evening drink. Oils rich in linalool or limonene add additional support and support healthy levels of stomach acid. So you can see here, put it in your favorite green smoothie. Now this smoothie is showing a couple of spinach leaves, but you could put anything green in your smoothie, adding in 1 to 2 drops or 2 to 3 drops of your celery seed essential oil would absolutely just give a subtle flavor to the drink without overpowering it. And you could add this and drink it on a daily basis. Okay, let's go on to citronella. Now, I know when I first heard citronella, I kind of thought, who cares, right? Who cares about citronella? That's just something that we use outside for bugs. It's not that great. But I have to tell you, citronella has some great uses. If you've tried it, let me know in the chat right away. If you haven't tried it, I want you to hang on. So citronella is repelling, reckoning, and freshening. And I know that, again, sounds a little bit goofy, but the single chemical compounds used in common bug repellents are relatively easy for insects to develop resistance to. So if you're using a traditional spray, your bugs may be thinking, haha, I already know that thing. I'm not going to be repelled by that. But it's virtually impossible to do so with an essential oil due to the chemical complexity. So if you're having an issue with bugs in your house, now my people that are living in the Northeast, you're probably thinking, I don't really have bugs now because it's the winter time, or winter is coming, it's getting cold and all the bugs are dying out. I have to say, in my house, we have several chimneys in our house. So we have 5 fireplaces in my house. And at the end of the summer, all of the little beetle that's called a stink bug, and for those of you who live in the US, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's about the size of a pinky fingernail, so not too small, right? They are dropping into the chimneys because they are looking for warmth, and they're driving me a little bit crazy. Now, they don't sting, they don't bite, they don't seem to eat anything. They're just annoying, and they fly, but they fly very slowly and kind of sluggishly. So they're easy to catch and release outside, or just squish them if you're so inclined. but are they a pain in the neck? Yes. And they're also a little loud. When they fly, they actually go bzzz, which is really annoying, especially if you're working. But so my East Coast of the United States people, are you having problems with stink bugs? Use your citronella. Okay, with powerful pest repellent benefits, citronella keeps creepy crawlers out of the house and off your skin and clothing. An ideal companion for camping, hiking, and trips to the great outdoors. The oil works by masking the human fragrances that insects find appealing. Oil components include citronellol and geraniol, which are good for cleaning surfaces in and outside the home. Here's the other thing I want to remind you of. Celery seed oil was ingestible. Citronella is not. This should only be used topically or aromatically. So again, pest repellent, clean surfaces, emotionally uplifting and stress reducing, skin and scalp soother and booster. Okay. You can also, actually it says, this is not correct. Take off the top one. Ignore that. You can soak in a relaxing, sleep-inducing Epsom salt bath, adding 2 to 4 drops to warm water, blended with fractionated coconut oil for soothing massage, and diffused to promote a positive and uplifting mindset. I'm going to give you a couple of other uses. So when it's diffused, the aroma of citronella supports a healthy, normal appetite. Citronella aroma supports balanced mood through influencing the modulation of GABA. And I'm going to talk to you about what GABA is in a moment. And then relaxing and supports normal autonomic response. Some of the things we want to use citronella for, in addition to repelling bugs. Of course, when we're thinking of bugs, we're also thinking of things like lice. So if you have a small child, either in a school or in a camp, you want to maybe perhaps create a detangling spray for their hair that you can add or put a little bit at the base of the hairline each morning. You can either dilute it if you prefer, or even put it with a little bit of water for the spray. For digestive and intestinal inflammation or reaction to spicy foods, you can apply to the bottoms of the feet and over the upper abdomen and liver. If you have side effects caused by drugs, alcohol, narcotics, or toxins, so I'm thinking here of a hangover, you can diffuse it and apply it to the bottoms of the feet and affected areas. It's also terrific for fungal and bacterial conditions. So you can apply it to fingernails and toenails if you are so inclined. The other thing is it's terrific, as we said, for cleansing. So you can use it for cleansing the face, especially people who have acne or a lot of bacteria on their face. You can put it under your arms if you have an additional, and to support your deodorant, because it will eliminate help to eliminate the toxins, but also eliminate any odors you may encounter from perspiration. And then finally, we know that we want to freshen our air and our surfaces, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. We're also going to talk about GABA. Okay, oops. Actually, this is our black spruce. So let's go back to this, get back to this slide for half a second. So GABA is a regulatory substance that helps us to actually know whether or not we feel satiated, and also helps us in the processing of our digestion and our food regulation and our metabolism. So the reason I believe that citronella supports a healthy, normal appetite is that it's regulating our GABA. So we want to make sure that our GABA is the thing very similar to serotonin, which helps us to feel that we are in a good place and that we are not stressed out. And that can also help us to reduce our appetite and not eat as much, of course, but also helping us to uplift our mood and feel a little bit better. And GABA is one of the things that is in the new Yarrow Palm capsules. So we're talking a lot. GABA is going to be something that you're going to hear more about in the upcoming weeks as we talk about the Yarrow Palm capsules. Those are not available for sale tomorrow, but I'm going to continue to talk about the new products in the weeks ahead. Okay, let's go on to black spruce. Okay. Powerful wood essential oil. Black spruce is distilled from the needles and branches of the Picea mariana tree, known to create a relaxing atmosphere. Start your day off with the cooling and soothing benefits of black spruce. It is co-impact sourced from Canada, which I kind of like. The other thing is, this is the first oil that actually smells like a Christmas tree. Now, you know, we have several other pine or citrus, spruce oils that are woody. We have a couple of, we have, of course, Siberian fir, and we have Douglas fir. But I have to say, I've never had an oil from doTERRA that was in a single. And we used to have one years ago that was called white fir. Didn't exactly smell like a Christmas tree. There was something a little bit off. Oh, hold on one second. Someone's saying my slides are not progressing. Okay. We should be on the black spruce slide. Okay, here we go. Should we on this black spruce slide? Let me share it again. Actually, I'm going to stop the share for a second and just look at the chat. Are you? Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, so let me try. Can you see, can everybody see the slides now? Can you show me? Yep, slides are not working. Can you see the slides now? Yes, now you can see the slides, okay? Great, okay. So I'm gonna keep it in small, frame, and you're not gonna get the full effect of, whoops, let me just explain this for you. Great, so let's keep going. So black spruce. When we talk about black spruce, we talk about why are we using black spruce? Native Americans used black spruce for ointments, salves, and lotions made with honey and alum used to treat skin problems. So I know some of you have used honey on different infections and cuts. You might want to try to add a drop of black spruce. I also frequently use a kind of a salve that comes from a company called Alba, A-L-B-A. If you're interested in it, go to my website. I have it on one of the pages in the back, and you can find it. It's available on Amazon for a few dollars. I would blend that with a little bit of black spruce if you're looking for healing, especially wound healing. The balsam was made into chewing gum, caulking or glue, and the inner bark and shoots of the tree were used as a food source. Now, we are not eating black spruce. Again, we're using it only topically or aromatically. But I'm going to give you a few pointers here in addition to the ones I have on the screen. So it's an essential oil high in bornyl acetate, a chemical component that promotes relaxation and calmness. Starting your day off with the cooling and soothing benefits of black spruce, both topically and aromatically. After strenuous exercise or when your body is in need of topical support, massage black spruce into the skin with a carrier to create a soothing, comforting massage. So you could use this for back pain, for stress. The other thing you want to try to use it for are respiratory issues. So things like anything having to do with the lungs or the chest, especially if you're thinking that you may have some mucus in those areas. You can add 2 to 3 drops to a warm, wet washcloth, place it on the chest or to hot water and cover the head with a towel, inhaling the vapors. So we're thinking of things like sinus congestion, coughs, skin breakouts. Let's go on to my next slide, okay? You can diffuse black spruce or apply to the back of the neck throughout the day for feelings of harmony and balance, and is often used in aromatherapy to help maintain feelings of clear airways and easy breathing. So after strenuous exercise, you can use it for skin, for soothing comfort. When working through difficult circumstances, black spruce can help reduce stress. You can apply topically to the skin to help soothe minor irritations. As I mentioned, mixing it perhaps with local organic honey can be very soothing, or you can mix it with a salve or oil of your choice, a fatty oil, and you can inhale it throughout the day to experience a refreshing aroma and to promote feelings of easy breathing. And this is one of those oils that I'm going to be using throughout the year. Certainly, right now I'm diffusing On Guard, and I actually have an old bottle of Holiday Joy, which I love because it has that kind of spicy, cinnamony scent that I really like now in the fall. So I'm diffusing that. But as soon as Halloween passes on the 31st of October, I'm going to start with my black spruce and my other pine oils that I really love. For those of you who can remember back a few years ago, I had done a blend that was called citrus forest, which was really yummy smelling, and I might revive that when I come back and bring you all a couple of bottles of that, because that was kind of a fun blend. So for wound healing, you want to think of it, and then fear, stress, and also finally memory loss. So a terrific oil, you want to really incorporate this into your new routine. Okay. Lemon eucalyptus, and I think is this my last one? Yes, this is my last one. Okay, so lemon eucalyptus. I know I've been talking a lot about the oils, but I want you to have a really good sense of what you can do with these oils. What I don't want you to do is just buy them and collect them. I want you to buy them and use them and understand why you need them. Okay, lemon eucalyptus is considered resolving, stimulating, and refreshing. And by the chemistry, it's as if lemon, citronella, and eucalyptus had a baby. So I love that description. So if you think of the smell, I like the smell. It's very fresh in my opinion. Okay, commonly referred to as lemon eucalyptus or lemon scented gum. Eucalyptus citrodora is a tall tree native to Australia, characterized by smooth bark and narrow leaves. When steam distills, the dried leaves and twigs emit volatile aromatic compounds that have a heavy citrusy scent and some unique properties. Lemon eucalyptus is a perfect example of why the power of essential oils lies in their unique and diverse chemistry. Known for its refreshing aroma, as I said, is high in cleansing citronellol and citronellal and citronellol, ideal for cleaning surfaces and skin. Great antioxidant support when applied topically. So you want to keep it in hand when in need of a revitalizing boost. So you can put a few drops into your personal essential oil inhaler to brighten your mood throughout the day. Combine 2 to 3 drops in water in a spray bottle, spray on the skin before going outside to protect against environmental threats, or simply to keep skin clean and healthy looking. Now, 1 drop on your toothbrush, similar to eucalyptus, we are using this as a mouth rinse and then spitting it out. 1 drop to your shampoo to increase the cleansing power and keep your scalp moisturized and healthy, and diffuse at home to purify the air. I want to also encourage you to use it perhaps for burns. It's very good for skin healing, poor circulation and blood oxygenation. For digestion, you can put it over the abdomen or intestinal cramps. So in a clockwise motion on the abdomen and areas of concern until resolved. And finally, body odor and household smells. One of the funny things that we saw when we were at convention was that lemon eucalyptus and citronella oil are wonderful for removing oils in bathrooms. So those kind of heavy intestinal odors that you can get in an enclosed restroom can be overpowering. Terrific for blending perhaps with peppermint to get a nice fresh scent. And then finally, the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine found lemon eucalyptus to offer 97% outdoor protection for 4 hours against creepy crawlers and other things that we don't want biting us. Okay. Please follow, as I said, on Elena Jordan on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn. We're going to be posting, we are posting already almost every day. The recording from this presentation goes up usually in the afternoon, US afternoon for me. I realize it'll be morning by the time you get it, or the wee hours of the morning by the time Singapore and Southeast Asia sees it. But when you wake up tomorrow, this will be available and you can get on and review it. And then finally, I know convention is over, but you can still get the live streaming if you want it. And it is available until October 31st. So go onto your emails, just do a Google search, doTERRA Convention live streaming, and you can still pick it up. Don't think that this is over. You still have at least a month left. And if you haven't had a chance to do the live streaming, take advantage of it. And this next month, you're going to want to know everything you can about what was said at convention. Okay? Remember, you are amazing no matter what I say. You are just a powerful person and a powerful team. And I just love you all to death. And finally, thank you for being here and have a wonderful week. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. Sorry, my slide stopped moving somewhere in the middle there. I'm going to go onto the chat and see what's going on. Here we go. Great. Oh, someone tells me that it's Jewish Year Near 5780. Thank you, Joyce. Terrific. Caroline says that organic celery costs $7 to $10 a head in Singapore. Whoa, that is super expensive. And then someone else says at the Gawker Center, you can get it at the fruit stall for $3 a cup. I'm sure that's at the Hawker Center. I'm sure that's true, but I'm sure it's also not organic celery. I would say it costs $10, 10 Sing for organic. Yep. Oh, not organic. I bought it from a supermarket and I do cold pressed juice. The celery I think is imported from China. Okay. I would use a question mark there, right? If it says imported and it doesn't specifically say organic, then double check it. Mary Ang says in Houston, US dollar, $8 for a cup of celery juice. Wow, that's expensive. Woo. Okay. Then a whole bunch of people telling me that that the slides are not working, and then celery seed is a strong taste, putting it in tea. I don't know. You could. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't use warm water as opposed to cold water. It's okay with me. Celery seed, smell weird, taste too strong, hence put with blend with morning routine capsule. Great idea. So again, don't love the taste. Like for me, there are certain oils that I know are good for me and I know I need to take them from time to time. Absolutely, put them in a capsule. Do not suffer, right? This time of year, the spiders all come out, so we can use citronella if it repels them. Try it, right? We don't see any slides. Okay, citronella. There we go. Oops. Here, let's keep going. doTERRA website, they have Siberian fir, and they say it has a Christmas tree smell. This one has more of a Christmas tree smell. Maybe you want to blend the two of them together because the black spruce is a 5 milliliter bottle and the Siberian fir is a 15 milliliter bottle, so you get more bang for your buck. Okay. Catherine is asking, can you diffuse for when you are sick? You can absolutely diffuse it for when you are sick or for a stuffy nose. Citronella against annoying house flies. I know if you get flies in your house, they can drive you crazy. Okay. All right. So how many of you, whoops, everyone. Okay. Who has the new essential oils already? Give me either hands up or a check mark on the side. I'm going to do hands down. Oh, so very few of you. I'm just doing a quick check. Very few of you because you didn't go to convention. But I know you're all going to go next year, right? You're all going to go and you're going to be with me and I can't wait to see you. And it doesn't matter how you get there, who you room with, how you get it all together. The thing is that you really make the effort to get there. I know that if you get there, you are going to love it and be amazed, and is worth every single moment. It really is, especially if you've never gone before. Okay, so very few of you have it. Here's the other thing. Of all the, okay, a couple of you do. Hey, Caroline, great, and Lynette, terrific. Very good, ladies. So here's my other question. If you had to choose one of the 4 oils, just one, what would you choose? Ready? Go, type it in the chat. Waiting. Oh, citronella. Okay, lemon eucalyptus, black spruce. Yeah. Okay. Black spruce, citronella, black spruce. Okay, a lot of black spruces. That's interesting. Okay, I know my few friends who are in the celery seed category with me. So I'm actually going to open the bottle so you can see me take a drop of it. So the first time I took a drop, So at the convention, I'm going to show you this so you can take a look. 4 oils came together in this little box, but you're not going to get it like this when you get it, when it's delivered to you. You'll get them just individually wrapped up in the bubble paper like we always get. But this is kind of the nice packaging that they had during the convention. And then all 4 oils were in here, and you can see there's a little outline that you get 3 15 milliliters and 1 5 milliliter. And being dense as I am, I actually saw the box and it was like, where are my oils? Oh, they're inside the box. Here we go. So here's my celery seed. That's what that looks like live. And here is my lemon eucalyptus. Love the smell. Citronella, I wasn't so keen on, but then I heard it manages a healthy appetite. I'm all about the healthy appetite, right? Ladies, I know I'm always hearing from you guys. It has a very nice kind of fresh smell. It doesn't smell like the creepy candles that you get in the discount stores. It smells really beautiful. I shouldn't even say that because whatever's in the creepy discount stores is really going to be horrible. Lemon eucalyptus. If you love eucalyptus, which I know many of you do, it is a very mild scent. And at the end, you kind of get that hint of lemon. It's really a nice scent. This is something that I think you're going to love and a good substitute for regular eucalyptus. Somebody says they want Yarrow Palm. I know, but we're talking about the 4 oils right now. Love the smell of Christmas. Oh, a lot of you talking about celery seed. Okay. And then finally, the black spruce 5 milliliter bottle. And like I said, for me, this is the one that smells the most like a Christmas tree. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to do a blend. Maybe I'll do my citrus forest blend all over again, and I'll add the black spruce. I'll see how it comes up. Anybody on this call remember citrus forest? That's a blast from the past. I don't think I brought that with me to Asia when I traveled for maybe 4 years. Anybody? Anybody remember citrus forest? I'm trying to see who's on here who might remember. No. Oh, maybe Christine Chu. Maybe you, Christine. That's about it. So many new names and so many new faces. Jennifer Minikis, you might remember it. That was a blend that I did way back in the day. Okay, so Mary Ellen Palmieri, you might be another one who remembers. That's it. Wow. Swanby, maybe you remember it. Teresa, you too. Okay, not too many. So that's a good reminder. It means that I have to get that together, and then maybe I'll start offering that as a giveaway. Okay. Yes, love citrus forest. Who said that? Christine Chu. All right, Christine. So got to get back to it. So I'll make it again. I promise. I love that blend. Okay. We're so chatty today in the chat. It makes me so happy. So Teresa says the blend for citrus forest is 3 white fir, 3 drops wild orange, 2 lime, and 2 lemon. But now we're going to substitute 3 black spruce. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you for posting that. So if you're looking in the chat, that's the blend, everyone. If you want to go home and make it, some of you may have a few bottles of, I don't know, white fir at this point. It's already 2 years that we haven't had it. If you have it, make it. If you don't have it, then I know Christmas is so near. Can you believe it? I know, first Halloween, don't rush the seasons. Okay, here we go. Okay, everyone. So now I'm going to pick my 2 winners. Today was so fun. I had so much fun with you on the call today, and we were just chatting away. I have no pen and no paper today. I admit it. No, nothing. Hold on. I'm back. Pencil and paper. Okay, and my 2 winners of all 4 oils. So 2 winners are going to win all 4 oils. And you realize, I'm just telling you, I can't order them all until tomorrow. I don't have extra sets here. I'm going to order them tomorrow, and then they'll be sent to you. So please just be patient with me. Thank you so much. You're going to get all 4 oils. So my first winner is... Okay, my first winner is Katie Kate, sorry, with a C. Katie Kate. And my second winner is Hendry Chia and Katie Kate. You are the winners of the 4 new oils. Okay. Thank you everyone so much for having been here. It was a wonderful day. I can't wait to see you. And I'm looking forward to being back again next week. We're going to talk about, we're going to start talking about the next round. We're going to talk about peppermint gel caps. Very important. We're going to do a whole segment about digestion and the peppermint gel caps, because I want you to clearly understand why we have the peppermint gel caps. And then I'm going to also start doing something about yarrow palm. So stay tuned. I'm going to be announcing exactly what we're doing in the peppermint is harvested in the USA. Yes, it is in the Pacific Northwest. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye now.